If you are looking for a fitness tracker which would have a long-lasting battery, which is monitoring sleep, which is monitoring also your daily activities like running, cycling, even swimming, then you will find out here which one of these watches was my favorite and which one I would recommend for someone who's looking for one of them to buy. My criteria to find my favorite fitness tracker was to have long battery, to have a resistant build, so to be like really tough build, to have a good sleeping tracker, to have a good heart monitor, or at least to be able to connect to a strap monitor, and also to have Bluetooth or Wi-Fi connection. My favorite is with Wi-Fi connection because then it gets updated automatically by itself. So the first one which I decided to try is the 5 Plus. The 5 Plus is really high quality watch. The build is really good. It has still the sensor with the 3 LEDs, which is just for the heart rate. It is not having the oxygen tracker. If you would like to have also the oxygen sensor, then you need to buy the 5 Plus X, which is bigger than this, is 51 millimeter. This one has the 47 millimeter diameter, and you can also have a 42, which is smaller, and it's called S, so 5 Plus S, which is recommended for ladies or men with smaller wrists. This has a battery life in watch mode of 12 days according to the producer, but for me it lasted about 1 week, so about 7 days with daily use, daily about 30-40 minutes of sport and nothing else. I'm really happy with the longevity of the battery, so basically 7-8 days it's decent, but it doesn't go to where the producer says. You can change the armband with this quick fit from Garmin, and I find it really nice. And the best price I found so far for this was at Euronics in Germany, and it was 347 euro with a voucher for the newsletter. The next on the list is the 6 Sapphire. This has a sapphire screen, like the name says, and is basically indestructible. So I had a 3 HR Sapphire, and with all the activities I've done, it did not have one single scratch after 2 years of use. This one has 14 days as watch mode. It really lasts. So it has here like one field where it shows how many days left of battery you have, and it's really going one day less after the passing days. So I really think this battery is really big, and one reason for this longevity of the battery is the sensor. This is the new sensor, also for the heart rate monitor, but also the red one for the oxygen. And also they have a new GPS chip, which I hear a lot of opinions that is good, that is not good. For me it's good. It tracks everything correctly, also the rides with the bicycle, runs, also the run on the treadmill. I calibrated it and it's good. This is very expensive. For a fitness tracker, this is very expensive. For a fitness tracker, this is a very expensive watch. It costs about 700 euro, depends where you find it. With some discounts can be less, but it's between 600 to 700 euro no matter where you want to buy it. It's really the best you can have on the market. Like, in my opinion, is the best fitness tracker on the market money can buy. But yeah, let's say the sleep summary is not so ideal. Some nights it does not update. I need them to do it manually and then it gets updated in the system. So I would say that the 6 Sapphire is great but not perfect. The next on the list is the Huawei watch GT2. Its diameter is 46 millimeter and both Garmin's have 47 millimeter. And the difference between them is not so big. As you can see, you cannot see this 1 millimeter difference. They look kind of similar. This is a great piece and I really enjoy using it. The screen is OLED, is really huge compared to the rest. Look how big is the screen compared to the rest. And basically this is the only touch from this comparison. Touchscreen is really good and quick to react. The screen looks quite decent and it's not always on. It has 4 LEDs on the back to measure the oxygen in the blood and also the pulse. And to my surprise, today I used the Fenix 6 with a chest strap to measure my pulse, and this was on the wrist, and I can tell you that the average pulse for about 1 hour bicycle ride was equal between them two. So this one has a really precise heart rate monitor. I was really surprised to see this. The price is really good. Depending where you find it, is between 160, 170 to 180 euro. This one was a really big surprise for me. So for about 170 euro you can buy this piece of technology which has a precise heart rate monitor, it has oxygen monitor in the blood, and the battery is really good. So I charged this full on Tuesday and today is Sunday evening and it has 54% left. And they say that up to 2 weeks, the up to 2 weeks advertised battery life, I think it's correct because it's more than 1 week and I think less than 2 weeks, so it's up to 2 weeks. I'm really surprised by what Huawei did with this watch. It is high quality, the screen is great, it has Bluetooth connection, no Wi-Fi connection. I would have liked it, but it doesn't have. I use this watch daily and I also go to sleep with it, and I can tell you that the sleep tracker is the best I've seen so far. This has a very nice magnetic system to charge, which you cannot put wrong because it's just one size, and then you can even keep it like this. So the magnet is really strong, and for me I think this is a very nice way of charging it, because in this way it cannot be broken. The Garmin has this system with 4 pins to charge inside, and many people said on the forums that this is not very long lasting and some of them cannot charge. On this regard, I give the point to the Huawei, which has a very straightforward, easy to use magnetic charging system. Look at these 3 watches. If you would only have the option to keep one, I wonder which one it will be. This one is a good compromise between price, quality, and to have a Garmin as your fitness daily tracker. This is how they look like on the wrist. You can see that I think the size is quite manly, and the X version, which is 51mm, so about 4mm bigger than this one, is too big, at least for me. And this is how the Huawei looks like. It's also very nice. I wouldn't go with a smaller size if you are a man. If you are a woman, get the S version from here and the 42mm version of this one. They look really nice. I like it. This one doesn't have interchangeable bracelet, so you can get some of them from the market. For Garmin there is. You can get silicone like these ones, or you can get in leather, or even in metal, which is about 160 euro for the metal one. So, but it looks nice, but it's a bit too expensive. This one is really a great fitness tracker. I would even call it smartwatch, because you can use it as a Bluetooth hands-free unit. So you can get a call on this one and answer, and it has a microphone and the speaker is quite loud, so you can handle a call just with the watch if your phone is charging or it's in the locker, let's say if you are in the gym. And for 170 euro, which is, let's say, about 4 times cheaper than the Sapphire 6 from Garmin, I really think it is very, very strong competition to Garmin. Does Garmin has reasons to worry about this one? I don't think so at this point. But if Huawei is going on this trend in creating these beautiful fitness watches, strong, cheap and really high performing, I don't think in a few months or years Garmin can justify the high prices when you have something like this on the market. I would not want to get now into a polemic for smartphones, but I think they are kind of following the same trend as with the smartphones. So in today's market, why would you pay over 1,000 euro for an Apple phone when you can get a Huawei, which works really well and it has high quality components, let alone the scandal with Google? Yes. So the final question, the Huawei or the Garmin 6? Well, depends. So you can get a SUV, which is the Dacia Duster, which is not very expensive, is a new car with guarantee, and it can do the job very well. So this would be a Dacia Duster. But in the same time, there are people who don't want to drive a Dacia Duster and want to drive a Range Rover. It's also a car, also comfortable, also drive well. You can go around with it, and it costs at least 4 times more expensive than the Duster. So after all, just depends by what you want to pay for your fitness tracker. Between the 6 Sapphire or even Pro and the 5 Plus, which one should you get? I would say the 5 Plus is a wonderful piece of technology from Garmin. Garmin did a great job with this watch series. I also had the 5 Plus Sapphire, which looks like this one, just that it has the Sapphire screen, and it's very expensive, so about 480 euros, which I don't think it justifies the price, what you get. But if 6 Pro or Sapphire wouldn't be on the market, this would be the very, very smart choice to get. But the 6 Pro is on the market, so I think you should just go with the 6 Pro or the 6 Pro. You should go with the 6 Pro or the 6 Sapphire and not get this one. If you already have this one, it's not worth it to upgrade to the 6 or the 6 Pro, because depends exactly what you need from the watch. But except the new sensors and the longer battery life and the bigger screen, basically both watches do the same job, and this one costs 350 euro and this one costs 700. So eventually, if I would be on the market for a Garmin precisely, I would put some money aside and get the 6 Pro or the 6 Sapphire. If you are on the market to buy a fitness tracker and you are thinking at this price range up to 350 euro, and you have the 5 Plus from Garmin, which is wonderful watch, high quality, and it's really worth the money, or you have something like the Huawei, which costs the half of this and has more functions, a touch screen, a beautiful menu. Actually, I really like it. The app is also really nice. The sleep summary is really nice, and GPS, it's like very, very quick. Between these two, I honestly don't see any reason to pick the Garmin against this one. The Garmin is nice, but it feels a bit outdated if you look at them. So the Huawei has this beautiful OLED screen, touch screen, the battery lasts long, it's very nice in the sleep tracking area. It has also an oxygen monitor. It doesn't have Wi-Fi, which the Garmin has, but I don't think many people would care about such things. So I think Garmins are usually for people who are very much sport oriented, and the rest of the watches are, let's say, for people who are either, let's say, looking for a smartwatch like the iWatch or a Samsung Galaxy. So between the Garmin and the Huawei is the best recommendation from these two. From all the watches that I've chosen so far to test and see which one is my replacement for the 3HR Sapphire, I chose to have the 6 Sapphire, which is really expensive but really a nice watch, and it's really fulfilling all my expectations. and it's robust. I think it will last a long time. The battery life is really long. If you are a person who really wants to participate to marathons or triathlons, or even go trekking without the problem that the watch will be out of battery, like with the Samsung Galaxy or like the iWatch, the 6th generation from Garmin is the one for you. I know they are expensive. It also hurts myself to know how much I paid for this watch, but it's really worth it. And based on your expectations, you get what you pay for. So for somebody who would like a smart watch with some extra functions, the Huawei is perfect. For a really sporty person who really puts a lot of accent on cycling, swimming, trekking, running, and so on, the 6th generation is the one to pick. I think the 5 Plus is too outdated in order to be competitive on the market today. I hope you found this video useful. Thank you very much for watching, and please comment down below which one is your favorite and also why. If you would like to see more videos like this, please like this video, subscribe, and in the future you will be informed when I post similar videos like this. Thank you very much for watching and have a great week. Bye bye.